Hey y'all. So today I wanted to give a demonstration on using ODF and the ability to actually export NFS shares through ODF to VM-based workload, which will illustrate how we can actually use ODF not only for container storage, persistent storage for our container applications, but also for VM-based applications within the same network that our satellite location is involved in. So first, to set this up, I'm going to follow the documentation steps. So we'll go ahead and do 2 patch commands to the OCS ODF cluster that will enable the NFS feature. And then what we're going to see is I have actually created a PVC that's of the NFS storage class. And what that's actually going to do is that is going to create a NFS pod in OpenShift storage that we can check out. And we're going to see there's actually this NFS server that corresponds to this PVC, and it's actually exporting the NFS share. And by default, that service is local to the cluster. And what we're actually going to do is create a node port service that's going to allow us to expose that and then take that and basically link in a external VSI to the cluster. So let me first apply the node port service that we're going to utilize. So we'll take this and do kube control apply -f, this node port service. And then when I get the service, we're going to see that we have the node port service there pointing to our ODF server. And then what I am going to do is look up the NFS path for my mount, which I have right here. And now what I'm going to do is actually get on my VSI that I'm going to mount this volume into. So we'll go and get a new window and then just do awesome. So now that we're in there, and we are going to take the route that we have here and actually use that in our mount command along with the node port that we have. So what we'll actually do here is mount this path onto mount test. Oh, let me make sure that I actually have the right port here. Awesome. We'll take you. And then mount. Awesome. And now that's on mount test. Now I'm going to CD to mount test. And we're going to have some existing files. And now I can also write, some additional files. New file. And that is persistent as well. And we can see that that's actually all getting written to this NFS server. Now, what's really cool is this NFS server can actually be, restarted, and the node will actually be able to tolerate that piece. So let's look at this here. And what we can do is we can actually OC Cordon, Tyler Cloud Pack, 7 here. Q control Cordon. And then we can delete the NFS server. Delete pods-n, OpenShift, storage. And we will delete the NFS server pod. And now that's actually going to spin up on a new node as we see Tyler ODF 5. And then we'll wait a second here for that to reconnect. And we'll actually be able to continue to list and write files to our NFS storage. So we'll just give that a minute to go through its sort of reconnection logic. Awesome. And now we see that the commands still go through. It reconnected. And we could create new file too. And everything's all good there. So, thank you for your time. And just hopefully this is helpful and shows the power that ODF can provide for really being a central storage solution, not only for your containerized workload, but also for your VM-based workload as well. Hope you have a wonderful day and talk to you soon.